That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Playable for Verdugo, and there's one gone.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and 1 strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the flag. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Windup and the 1-0 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Braves able to tack on another courtesy of the solo shot. Through 5.5, it's the Braves 8 and the Red Sox 4. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the rookie first baseman, Bobby Dahlbeck.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
The 2-2. Weak grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he can rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Leaves after just 5 1/3, and despite exiting with the lead, he'll be the first to tell you he did not have his good stuff in this one. Bryce Wilson, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And it's quickly 0-2. One out, nobody on. Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Arroyo. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Pitch on the way. Strike one to start the at-bat. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Acuña's there for it, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Austin Bryce is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Ready for another shot now, Marcell Ozuna. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard towards center, and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat to ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Into the box, Travis d'Arnaud, as he will swing and miss at a breaking pitch on the outer half. It's 0-1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Oh, and 2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
The 1-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Here now the 2-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
That misses. So a single and a walk, And it's first and second with nobody out.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Digging in, Ozzie Albies. Lifetime versus this arm. He's gone 2 for 5. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a fastball is in there for strike one.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
First and second here with nobody out. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Now a 9-4 ball game.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
At the plate, Nick Markakis. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. None out, runners at first and second. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Benintendi coming up. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first out.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Runners are at first and second with one away. And he held up in time, but it's strike three called, and there are two down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
At the plate now, Austin Riley. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. The 0-1 delivery.
1-1.
2 men are on with 2 men out. One pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Josh Taylor answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Striding in, Christian Pache. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Ball 1.